Hey everyone, ChipHazard007 here. It's been a long time since I've uploaded any videos, but things are quite different. As you can see, I am in a different setup. This is the living room in my apartment. Before, I was shooting my videos in my bedroom at my mom's house. But yeah, so we're gonna be doing an update. I just got the Switch yesterday. Found this on Facebook, and this is what it came with, just the Switch console, and then everything else is in the box. This is the dock. This is the dock, and then some controllers and other cords. So far, no games for it, but I just did get Super Mario 3D All-Stars. I'm going to open that up later. As you can see, it features Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy. Each were released individually on different consoles: Nintendo 64, GameCube, and Wii. It says so on the back. Jump, slide, and soar through Mario's 3D platforming history. And so forth. So there's that right here, and then I also wanted to give you guys an update on my gaming collections. Start with some of the classic consoles that I gotten recently. Right now, the NES Classic is set up on the TV. Right now the clock says 2:35, that's the local time here. Super Nintendo is right there in the case. But right here we have the PlayStation Classic that was released by Sony for the holiday season of 2018. This thing didn't really sell too well. For $100 was their retail price. I got this at Smith's Marketplace for $20, and I'll tell you it was worth the $20 I spent on it. It includes Final Fantasy VII, some of the my favorites: Final Fantasy VII, Twisted Metal, Tekken 3, and Super Puzzle Fighter. There was this, and then the Sega Genesis Mini. I have this too. Got it on release day last year. Included, as you might know, Sonic the Hedgehog, Golden Axe, Toe Jam and Earl, just to name a few. But yeah, I have this too. And then recently I also started collecting NES cartridges. I have two of these aftermarket consoles right here. This is the Yobo Gameware. It's a red and white top loader. I have this one too, the Gamerstech 8-bit. It's another top loader. There's both the consoles right here, and then individual controllers. First is this, the original NES controller. I found this at a DI for $3 a few years ago. Glad I decided to hold on to it. This is the controller that came with the Gamerstech console. It's an oval shaped. Feels very similar to the original NES despite its shape. The Yobo Gameware controller. It's has the classic rectangle shape of the original NES controller. And the dog bone made by Tommy. This was the controller that was featured with the top-loading NES. This is not an original. Like I said, this was a reproduction one made by Tommy. Then, I also have the NES Advantage joystick. Found this at a yard sale for $2. It was a very good purchase, I will say. But yeah. So right here in this first box right here is my first part of my collection of cartridges. Each one is lined up individually in chronological order from purchase. We'll start here. We have Kickle Cubicle. These first three games were what I bought before I got the console, and then these two found on Facebook the next day. So first we have Kickle Cubicle. Next is Pinbot. This is based off of Williams' 1986 pinball game. It was ported to the NES in 1990. Released through Rare. And of course we have Tetris. Who can go wrong with that? And these two games I found on Facebook. The Ultra game, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Starts out easy and then kind of gets harder as you progress, but still it's a good game despite its difficulty. Tetris 2. was another one that I got. Black Box NES Pinball. As a pinball fan, I will say this is a pretty good game. High Speed. This was another Williams arcade. This was another Williams pinball game that they ported to the NES. Black Box Baseball. Pretty challenging and fun at the same time. Of course, Double Dribble, the one of Konami's basketball games. It's still pretty good. And then Black Box Golf. This is a pretty good game also if you're solo playing. These three were also Facebook finds. We have Bionic Commando. Oops. RC Pro-Am. And Dr. Mario. That's the first box, and here's the second one. Box basket, whatever you want to call it. These were just cheap baskets I found at the dollar store. Top Gun, released by Konami. However, I was fortunate to only land on the aircraft carrier once. Big Bird's Hide and Speak, released by Hi-Tech, features the voice of Carol Spinney, who was the voice of Big Bird. Blades of Steel, another one of Konami's sports games. This is just hockey, but it's pretty fun. California Games, this game is pretty fun too. It's short though, but still pretty fun. Tecmo Bowl, one of my favorite football games. Pretty fun and challenging at the same time. John Always Quarterback. I decided to give myself another challenge after playing Tecmo Bowl at one point. Tiny Toon Adventures, based off the cartoon from the 90s. I mean, who doesn't remember Tiny Toon Adventures? Still, it's a good game, made by Konami. Spot the video game, released by Arcadia. Many of you might remember Spot. He was the mascot for 7-Up. World Games was another one. Of course, Micro Machines, based off the mini toy cars. This game is pretty fun. You're just racing on different tracks and whatnot. Licensed by Codemasters. It came in a gold cartridge, different style. And this one I just got yesterday. Mickey Mousecapade, released by Capcom. This has, inside is, we have the box, then inside was the manual, and the cartridge as well. This is the original box, I should also mention. Mickey Mousecapade, yes. So there's that on the update for the NES collection. I mean, I only started collecting since August I've been collecting. There are some more updates I do want to give you. Made some updates on the N64 collection. I only have a few games. I will show you what I have though. First is the controller. I found this on Facebook some time ago. I mean, it's always good to have an extra controller. The original controller sticks tend to wear out and whatnot, but this one was in fairly good shape when I got it. I have a few N64 games right here. See. These two I found through Facebook also. We have Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, the gray cartridge. I don't have the gold cartridge one yet. And then San Francisco Rush Extreme Racing. Who doesn't love the Rush series? Quake on N64. This was an interesting one. I mean, it's similar to the original PC version. And then this one I managed to get the other day, the original Super Smash Bros. On N64. I haven't really played this one yet, but would like to at one point. There is one more update I do have right here. I found these also on Facebook at a different time. These are just some manuals for the N64. We'll go through and show you which ones I have, and then this is the original box for GoldenEye 007. Of course, who doesn't remember that one? This was released for the N64 back in 1997. I will say this is probably one of my favorite N64 games of all time. Has the plastic protector over the top of it. I bought this for collecting purposes. Just sits on top of my little shelf right there. Anyway, here are my manuals that we have. Virtual Pool for N64. Perfect Dark, which was the predecessor to GoldenEye on N64, made by Rare and Nintendo. San Francisco Rush. Had to have since I have the cartridge, I might as well have the manual. Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. All in gold, despite not having the gold cartridge, the manual itself was golden. Some of these are manuals for NES games. We have Baseball, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and California Games. So there's that on the update, and then I will give you an unboxing of Super Mario 3D All-Stars. I haven't opened this yet, and it's been quite a while since I've done an unboxing, so we might as well go ahead and do that. As you can see, it still has its original factory seal, but we can get through that no problem. Just grab my box cutter, just make a slit right there. Hold on a sec. Oh, here we go. Okay, so now the seal is off. We can just go ahead and open it and see what's inside. Screenshots of each individual game. We have Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, and Galaxy. Of course, right here is the game. This is my first time actually seeing a Nintendo Switch game. This looks similar to a game for the DS. Wow. Okay, so I think that about wraps up this video. It was great to do it. It was great to do that upload. I haven't, like I said, I haven't made any videos in quite a long time, but it was great. Like I said, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is Chip Hazard 007 signing out, and we'll see you guys later.